I have put together some top tips that might just protect you from getting sick this flu season. Incredibly, the flu pandemic of 1918 and 1919 ended more lives than the First World War. And today only, in America, between 9.2 million and 35 million cases of flu arise each year, and around 500,000 hospitalizations and 50,000 deaths annually. Flu activity often begins in October, peaks December through February, and sometimes lasts until as late as May. Symptoms of cold arise gradually and are milder than those of the flu, whereas symptoms of flu come on quickly, are intense, and may result in severe health problems, such as pneumonia, bacterial infections, and hospitalizations. Certain groups of people are at a greater risk of catching the flu. These groups include young children, pregnant women, adults over the age of 65. And unless you lock yourself away from everyone and everything, there is no foolproof strategy for dodging the flu completely. Number 1. Get a flu shot. Getting a flu shot is the single best thing that you can do each flu season to protect yourself from severe illness. Seasonal flu shots created to protect against 3 or 4 flu viruses that are believed to be the most common during a specific flu season. Flu vaccines trigger antibodies to develop in the body usually within 2 weeks of having the shot. The antibodies provide protection against the strains of flu infection contained in the vaccine. Although the flu shot may have side effects in some people, it cannot cause flu illness. When the flu vaccine is well matched to the circulating flu virus, the flu shot can reduce the risk of a flu by 40 to 60%. A good match occurs when the viruses in the vaccine and the circulating flu viruses in any given flu season are closely related. The antibodies generated as a result of the vaccine will then effectively protect against infections from flu. Number 2. Good health habits. The flu is extremely contagious, able to spread from one person to another standing within 2 meters via droplets produced when coughing, sneezing, or talking, or by touching contaminated surfaces. Avoid close contact with those who are sick or other people if you are sick. Use a tissue to cover your nose and mouth when sneezing and coughing. Dispose of the tissue immediately after use. Hand washing. Often overlooked, hand washing is one of the easiest and most effective ways to protect yourself from germs and most infections. Wash your hands very good before preparing or eating food, after coughing or sneezing, after changing a diaper, and after using the toilet. When soap and water aren't available, alcohol-based hand sanitizing gels can offer protection. Try not to touch your eyes, nose, or mouth without first washing your hands to ensure they are germ-free. Clean and disinfect surfaces that people come into contact with at work, school, or home. Flu antiviral drugs are prescription medications that reduce flu severity and complications. Antiviral drugs work by fighting the flu virus and preventing it from multiplying in your body. Treatment is not required for most people with uncomplicated flu. Symptoms start to improve with plenty of rest, fluids, and use of over-the-counter medicine. Your doctor might prescribe antiviral drugs as a treatment or preventive option if you are at an increased risk of severe flu complications. When antivirals are used within 2 days of flu symptoms starting, they may reduce symptoms and shorten the time that you are sick. Antibiotics will not help you recover from a cold caused by a respiratory virus. They do not work against viruses, and they may make it harder for your body to fight future bacterial infections if you take them unnecessary. Number 4. Boost your immune system. The immune system protects your body from infection. When it is in excellent shape and functioning properly, the immune system launches an attack on threats such as flu viruses. You can benefit your whole body, including your immune system, by implementing healthy living strategies, such as consuming fruits that are rich in vitamin C, exercising frequently, sleeping for 7 to 9 hours each night, and reducing stress. Vitamin D supplements have been demonstrated to halve the risk of respiratory infections such as flu in people with low baseline vitamin D levels. Vitamin D plays a vital role in the functioning of the immune system. And for the coronavirus that spread across China and to at least 10 other countries, the World Health Organization is recommending that people take simple precautions to reduce exposure and transmission of the virus, for which there is no specific cure or vaccine. The UN agency advises people to frequently wash their hands with an alcohol-based hand rub or warm water and soap. Cover their mouth and nose with a flexed elbow or tissue when sneezing or coughing. Avoid close contact with anyone who has a fever or a cough. Seek early medical help if they have a fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, and share their travel history with healthcare providers. Avoid eating raw or uncooked animal products. These are the best ways that can prevent you from catching the flu. If you think you have the flu, don't hesitate to seek medical care. Your doctor can perform diagnostic tests to find out if you're infected, the seriousness of the infection, and how best to treat that infection. If you enjoyed this video, consider to subscribe to find out more interesting topics, and as always, thanks for watching.